Demons are in fact real. Whether you want to believe it or not, you should accept that fact. I mean, you don't even need to see them to believe they exist. Just take a look at some of the things some people in this world have done. Though they are not the topic to discuss for the next video, at least people are not the type I'm talking about. Here we have the real ones. So, how did the story begin? Did you really need to bring that up? Like, I'm already shaking. It all began about 2 years ago, with Cleveland, the dude in the next video whose name is unknown but whom we will call Cleveland. He was and has been experiencing paranormal activities on a different level inside his apartment. He said he has seen it right in front of him. And when he isn't looking, when he isn't around, he would find some stuff moved and completely out of its place. When he was dreaming, the ghost would intervene and ruin his moments with his crush. They didn't leave him alone. So the other night, he decided to record footage to prove that he wasn't lying. I don't even know whom he was trying to prove wrong. I couldn't even find his actual account. So he was in the kitchen while there was a head peeking from behind the kitchen counter. I don't even know how he completely missed it. That thing made me wet my pants because I'm too old. He was already on the verge of leaving. The moment he turned his back on them, things got chaotic and every cabinet was opened.
Microwave, fridge. The old owner's left this weird phone here. Anyway. It's going to be the dining area. I haven't set it quite up yet. Oh, fuck. Okay, yep, moving it.
Now I'm not sure if he spotted the head or not, but I have to give it my best guess, which is that maybe he had a doll lying behind the counter, though I still won't swallow the fact that someone would just put a creepy doll right in the middle of the house. There is no need to prove that grandparents' houses are haunted. We have seen enough video evidence that proves these venues are indeed haunted. Even in the houses where there are no such vintage items stored, it still ends up being haunted. Never have I ever seen or heard a grandparent trying to prove that their house is haunted. Usually that comes as a neutral cause. This time around, it's completely different. In the next video, the story revolves around a woman named Tay, who has been hearing all the shenanigans her grandma has been trying to convince her about. She has been telling Tay that the house is haunted, especially when it comes to the doors, which have been seen moving on their own. Tay almost called out her grandma. She may have reached the point where she may have called a psychiatrist. Little did she know, her grandma wasn't the one who needed a psychiatrist. She finally was able to capture something on camera. It turned out what she had been saying wasn't some sort of shenanigans. While she was sitting with her grandchild, she noticed the weird behavior of one of the doors, so she decided to record it. And in the video, the door was slammed completely shut before it was opened and slammed again, all in one take, which took the whole family, except for the grandma, by storm.
Whoa. He slammed it that time, huh?
Oh, I'm scared, Grandma.
There's nothing to be scared of. Grandma's right here. There's nothing to be scared of. Okay?
Okay.
Why don't you go in there and pick up those toys? My goodness, look at all of them.
I'm scared, Grandma.
There's no reason to be scared, Callie. What do you have in your hand? Oh, do you drink? Is it empty?
No, Sissy didn't.
Sissy, drank it all?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm not going to waste any more video. I'll just, as soon as I turn it off, watch it open wide and slam. Good. 10 more seconds. Up. Stay over here, Callie. What?
Now I do have to add one point. I'm not so sure if the house is Tay's or her grandma's house. Either way, wherever a grandparent goes and stays, a ghost is most likely to follow. I'm all for an overreaction when it's needed most, but sometimes it just feels inexplicably out of character. I know how confused you are right now, like, what is this idiot even talking about? But chill, my guy, because in the next video, you will get a taste of what I'm referring to, as we have Chris, who went to investigate an old abandoned arcade place. It's a castle-like building. Look, I'm not certain whether this place was used as a studio or something else, but that's how I would imagine the real castle of Mario, where he frees the princess, would look. Anyways, as he ventures his way in, he also refers to that one time where he investigated the very same place, but who cares? We are here for the new outcomes. As he was giving his sick intro to his fans, here comes the first paranormal activity. As he was interrupted by some noise, he nonetheless tried to continue, but he was interrupted yet again. Now at that point, Chris knew it was game on, and there was no time left for some shenanigans, so he began the investigation. Once he crossed by a store gate, which was placed as a way to close the corridors. From what it seems, the gate began rattling. Chris thought he did something wrong, or maybe he stepped on something that might have triggered it to move. But as he continued investigating, the rattling happened many more times, and it was getting more aggressive as the activity repeated. So, he knew he had nothing to do with it, especially after the chain began swinging on its own. He was assured it was caused by a ghost, because when he heard a whistling, he tried to follow the source of it but found no one. The overreaction he gave when he ran away and then came back and was something on its own. The reason he had a big, scared, and surprised reaction on his face was due to the swinging of a chandelier. He was almost done after that, but he had to complete the challenge, in which he heard more knocks that turned the man from done to well done.
I am back at this crazy, creepy, this place. I thought I just... All right, I'm at a crazy the castle arcade place. Myself, Joe, Rob, we all came here. We shot a video about 3 months ago. Place is creepy. It's freaky. Joe's going to be doing the house also on his. I think he's going. Try and lean over this thing. I think he's going to dinner tonight with his kids, and then he's going to hit the house on the way back. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get an intro, and again, it's a little more distraught. Joey C's going to be doing... Alright, screw it guys. Let's just do this. You heard that too, I'm sure. Whew. This place does not mess around, so I'm going to head over. Let me start from the front of this place. That sounds that's weird. Ooh. Oh, this is stuck on. Okay, it's just this. I just did that. All right, I'm freaking out a little bit, guys. I'm a little nervous, so forgive me because I'm going to probably start making some stupid banter here. Wow. This. Okay. All right. That was a little too. Okay. So there's. Is that this thing again? Sorry guys, I keep stepping on this, so. Ho, 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 ho. Alright, that's the second time, but I walked right under it, so I don't know if I triggered something, or... You make that move again? Yeah, right? Oh, look at that chain. Whoa! No way. No way. There's no way that that thing is doing that. Alright, there's a chain over here. See the chain? Look, 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 look! Let me see. I don't think it's windy. I don't think it's the wind. I mean, this doesn't look like there's any drafts. Right? Oh boy. There's no way that that's the wind. There's no way that is the wind. Oh, there's nobody up there. Look at. All right, it just leads me to believe that there must be some kind of draft or something. Let's just kind of move on. I'm okay. I don't know, that's creeping me the out. I got a really bad chills too. I heard like a girl or a kid voice or something to that effect. So take a minute. Whoa! We're not alone. We're not alone. We're not alone. Look. Oh, somebody's here. Hello? 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 You hear that? Oh, shh. I'm out. Hello? There's nobody in this place, dude. I'm telling you guys. There is not a single person in here, and I'm freaking out. Oh my God. Oh. There's somebody up here. Who's up here? Who's up? Who's up here? Who's here? You hear that? I'm gonna hang out because I'm freaking out. I might leave. Excuse me. Well, that's creepy. Okay, so there's a little panel there. Whoa! That's not a cat. I'm telling you guys. It's not a cat. Okay. So I am friggin', I'm surrounded right now, guys. I feel like there's something right behind me, right with me. There's something in this place. I'm telling you right now, there's something here. There's something here for sure. And I'm telling you, look at this. It's this chain. Okay, before when we heard something when I was up front, we came back, this was moving. I mean, it's not me, guys. I didn't get caught on it. This is kind of... Whoa! Whoa! Where am I at time-wise? Okay. Okay. My light went out. As soon as that happened, this light's shot. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh my God! Alright. Holy cow! You know how high that is? Let me show... Oh my God! Oh my God! There's something in here. Oh my God! I walk in and that thing's just spinning around. Oh dear Lord. Okay. How ironic. Whoa. Oh! You hear that? It's like a little popping sound. Alright, if I'm almost done, guys. Probably got about 5 more minutes and I'm out of here. That's going again. That's moving again. Not as aggressive. Whoa. Where's Knox? Yeah. Ah. Holy cow. Oh my God. Knock again. Ah! All I can do is laugh right now, guys, because I'm such a... Don't you follow me. But you stop it now. All right, stop. Are you kidding me? Come on. Are you gotta be kidding me right now?
Since he came in the daytime and the place is open, which means there is no way he would have been locked in there, and he had his friend Joe, who would call for duty in case something bad happens to him, he didn't have to completely overreact there, even though it was creepy. I myself am not scared of cemeteries. I mean, we are going to go there, but I understand why some people may fear it. Look, no one would want to live nearby a cemetery or have a balcony that looks directly at a cemetery. But if you tell me you're even scared to get near one, then that's weak. However, there are always exceptions to this rule. In some cases, you may not want to get near one, especially at night. If it happens that this one cemetery hosts witchcraft and such, you don't really want to have a chance of getting possessed. This takes us to Marcus Wilson. No, that's not my uncle. He is a guy who works as a delivery man on Uber Eats. So what's the story of Mr. Willie? First of all, don't call him that. You don't even know the man. Second of all, in the video, he was apparently delivering food late at night to an ordinary house, or so he thought. What he didn't realize until he reached the location was that the road leading to the place is surrounded, not by thugs, but rather by 2 enormous cemeteries. He didn't bother much. I mean, he wasn't scared at first, though he seemed a little intimidated. He wasn't aware that the location would have a creepy vibe to it. He proceeded to deliver, but while driving, he didn't realize that something had entered his car so fast. His windows were all rolled up, but something just seemed to have entered the car in a feint. It was almost like a phantom. Once he delivered the food, he had to take a breath, because while he was getting near the house on his way, the car's windows were vibrating awkwardly. Before he left the area, he realized something odd. He noticed that a shoe that was on the sidewalk was moving on its own, which happened during the recording too. He had to evacuate the area quickly, but a ghost decided to take the ride with him. The front passenger door's handle began shaking, and then before he knew it, the door was opened.
Doing my usual Uber eating, dropping off some food. I swear, this all address gotta be set by a cemetery. But I see this again, I'm just not gonna accept it. I'll tell you that. So make sure I'm not tripping. No. I'm not tripping. So, I'm dropping off the DoorDash. The Uber eating. I can't even get my daggone company straight. And you're gonna see a vibration. You're gonna see tapping at the window. He's definitely gonna hear it. What the fuck? Oh. Tripping. Tripping. No, I'm not tripping. Oh, hell no, hell no, hell no, no, hell no, hell no. Okay. What the? Why? What the? No, no. Oh, me. No. No. Nope. No. No. No.
The man really thought someone was trying to play a prank on him in such an area, let alone the fact that he was already outside his car and saw that he was completely alone. I guess he has to say goodbye to his once safe car. Sometimes you may overreact to situations where an overreaction is really not needed. In general, in all situations, you should always try to keep it together and hold your composure. Don't push yourself into a stressful state of mind. But for the guy in the next video, not only did he push himself to a state of stress and fear, but the man was also diving on the ground like a little baby who can't crawl because the floor is too slippery. Let's first dive with him. Let's dive into the story and the buildup prior to the moment where he was grounded. First of all, what led this man to investigate this haunted house to begin with? Well, according to him and the locals who spread out the rumors about the house being haunted, the property was left abandoned after that one incident that took place on that day. So far, so mysterious, as if I were to be giving you a puzzle of some sort. The incident was a newlywed bride who passed away by taking the most unwelcome approach, the susu. In other words, she did it to herself. She did that because of a domestic dispute that took place inside one of the rooms shortly after her wedding. Now, since we are talking about locals spreading out these rumors about the paranormal, and the house does seem to be in a rural area, these people usually say a lot of things and make stories just to waste each other's time. But when it comes to the investigation, it seems like the place might be haunted after all. Or is it actually? The man began the investigation, waiting for any possible first move by the ghosts. And here they come. As they took the jug behind the man and they started jiggling it. The man didn't really jump, but he was somewhat worried as it might escalate. And so it did. The windows were knocked hard open multiple times and more objects were thrown around, such as that chair that was dragged from its place. It all came down to the last take, where he sat on the ground, drew a special circle to try and communicate, and began the ritual. Little did he know that something sinister was lurking at him, but it didn't last long. It went all south when he began having headaches and swimming on the floor out of pain. And if I hadn't had my headsets on, neighbors could have mistaken me to be watching something odd due to how the man was moaning in the video.
यहाँ पर कौन है? ओए, सामने जग पड़ा है। कैमरे में शायद आ रहा होगा, मूवमेंट कर रहा है क्लियर। ओए, कि मैं यहाँ पर उस लड़की की आत्मा को आज बुलाने वाला हूँ। सेटअप मैंने तैयार कर रखा है, अपनी पूरी पावर लगाऊंगा, पूरा जोर लगाऊंगा। एक मिनट रुको। ये यहाँ पर ना, ये कुर्सी है, मैं आपको दिखा रहा हूँ, ये वाली। कोई है? एक मिनट सामने बैठता हूँ कुर्सी पे जाकर। आपके सामने पूरा सेटअप वगैरह मैंने लगा रखा है। वो कौन है? ये देखो, ये देखो, ये देखो, ये देखो। पता नहीं कौन है। बाहर की तरफ तो कोई भी नहीं दिख रहा है। सामने कपड़े वगैरह हैं। कौन है? ओए, ओए, इसका ये देखो, ये देखो। क्या कर रहा है? ये हो क्या रहा है? ये देखो। कौन है? कोई भी नहीं है इधर। वो देखो, वो देखो, ये देखो, ये देखो। मैं आपको बाहर से खिड़की दिखा रहा हूँ। दीपक को, इस दिए को जलाएंगे, फिर कोशिश करते हैं। ठीक है। ये मैंने दोस्तों दिया जला दिया है और गंगा जल डाल रहा हूँ। सबसे पहले शूज़ साइड में उतारता हूँ, यहाँ पर बैठ जाते हैं। भगवान से ताकतवर नहीं हूँ, ऊपर वाले से ताकतवर नहीं हूँ। कोई भी हो, मैं डरता नहीं हूँ। हाल देख रहे हो क्या हो रहा है? हे मेरे मालिक कृपा करना। आवाजें आ रही है पीछे से। मैंने कैमरा सामने, कुछ भी कह नहीं सकता, सामने बैठा हूं। अचानक से सर सवारी हो गया। क्या हो रहा है? मेरे
I mean, let's be real. Not only was that figure too short to be intimidating enough, it was also walking slower than a slug, and the fact the man didn't turn his head enough to notice it just gives me more pain than the one he suffered during the video. The next video may not look intimidating at first, but does bring up some concerns and questions. I'm not really sure if the hospital in the upcoming footage was supposed to be abandoned or not. There is not much information, and the man in the video didn't mention it. In fact, the man in the video didn't mention anything. He didn't even talk to begin with. So the video takes place inside a hospital in the city of Veracruz, Mexico, where many people have reported seeing manifestations of ghosts from within the building. So to prove them all right, because I don't think this man was trying to prove anyone wrong, he went there and sat in the lobby. He seemed alone at first, but then someone stepped inside who was captured for a brief moment. The thing that made this scary is that we don't really know if that was an actual person or not, and what makes this less of a theory and more of a scary reality is what happened moments after. In the reflection of the box in front of the man, there seemed to be a figure walking by, which should not have happened since there was no one behind him or even close to him in the moment. Many people who saw the video said this could be just the reflection of the person who walked by, who was seen in the corner, and that it was a trick of light somehow that she was reflected while walking, which, in my opinion, is a lame explanation. We all need some time to spend alone every now and then. And if you asked me personally if you could make that break eternal, it would be better. But why this lonely opening? To make you emotional, to turn your feelings on. To see if you can feel it now, Mr. Krabs. That last one was a stolen meme. Here is a group of no-mammies who went to investigate an abandoned building. Usually, we expect something stupid to happen during these kind of videos. Maybe multiple stupid things. Maybe a lot of stupid things. But I was just as disappointed as a father who had to listen to his teenage son telling him he was gay, and how gay he feels every time he sees his male friends. Because he didn't find a lot of paranormal in the video. I mean, because I couldn't find it. Not that father. Regardless, let's go back to what I said first. No, seriously, let me go back and check. I already forgot. Oh yeah, I said something about being lonely and spending some time alone, and here is why. As these idiots were investigating, they started hearing sounds. Sounds like what? Sounds like your mom after midnight when your father is out of town. Sounds like glass being shattered. Heavy objects dropping. Hearts are broken. It all sounded as if someone was behind it. How obvious, as if someone was behind it. Of course someone has to be involved. And here comes the interesting part, when they finally got close to find out who's that Pokemon. I mean, who's the master behind this mysterious activity. This man was making noises, lonely noises. Noises we can only make in the bathroom after a heavy, cheap fast food meal. At last, and after they left the building, this lonely man felt like it was getting out of his hands. He was about to lose the only ones who ever gave a shit about him, so he appeared to follow them from a distance. What a creep.
De igual manera, muy alertas a todo, güey. Muy. ¡A la madre, güey! ¿Viste eso? ¿Qué pedo? ¿Sí? Cuidado, tengamos cuidado. Buenas noches. Aquí hay un pantalón, güey. Hijo de su... ¿Qué pedo, güey? ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Escuchas? ¿Hola? Buenas. Sí, no. Huele muy mal ahí también. ¿Qué es eso que está aquí, güey? Mira. Eso. ¿Crees que es o excremento?
Es excremento.
¿Sí?
Sí.
Ah, qué pedo, güey. Eso claramente cayó de arriba, ¿eh?
Sí.
Esa piedra claramente cayó de arriba, güey. Buenas. No queremos molestar, en serio no queremos molestar. Si les molesta nuestra presencia, nos retiramos. ¿Qué pedo?
Eso es un diablo, güey. Es el rostro de un diablo. Hijo de su... No mames. Shh. Espérate. No mames, güey. ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué onda? Dime por qué no descansas. ¿Por qué no descansas? Trucha, vámonos ya de aquí, güey. Viene una persona, güey. Aguas, trucha, vámonos ya de aquí, güey. Vámonos. Buenas. ¿Qué tal? Buenas. Vámonos. ¿Qué pedo, güey? ¿Será que esa persona estaba aquí todo el tiempo?
This man was either someone who was feeling lonely for a long time, so he decided to follow them, or one of the old crew they found after abandoning him for a long time. We all know how you should behave in libraries. You should stay quiet, read in a calm tone, and move on. This applies to all, even to the ghosts. That's why in the next sequence of videos, you will watch how ghosts can be on duty while not making it loud. The videos were recorded inside the Willard Library in Evansville, Indiana on January 17, 2026. Built in 1885, the library is considered one of the oldest public libraries in the state and has carried stories of paranormal activity for decades. The most famous legend tied to the building involves a mysterious apparition known as the Gray Lady, a ghostly figure that both staff and visitors claim to have seen wandering through the halls late at night. Over the years, people have also reported strange cold spots, flickering lights, and books mysteriously falling from shelves with no explanation. Across the videos, you will hear different types of noises, which sounded mostly like someone was wandering around trying to not make it obvious. Perhaps in one of the videos, there seems to be a faint orb passing by at one point during the recording.
Hello, I was down here earlier. I'd like to talk to you. I can hear you back there. Why don't you show yourself to me? I know this is your home. And I mean, no disrespect. I'm just curious about you. Like why you're here and who you are. My name's Missy. I'd love to know more about you. If you peek out, I'll be able to see you.
We're up in the genealogy part of the library, and
I know this one was slow and not very intense, but it was quite creepy to say the least when you consider how old this place is, just what type of ghosts could be lingering in there. There are definitely ghosts who are feeding on knowledge instead of feeding on people's fears. Unfortunately, unlike most videos where people's claims come true during the recording, this one barely had any of the rumors surrounding it. At least it's haunted, based on the videos. And based on what I know, you should subscribe and watch the next video on screen.